Hello, good morning students of class 10. I am H.N. Chaudhary from Mahatma Gandhi Shikshan Sansthan. Today I am going to start fourth chapter of your book Footprints Without Feet. And the name of the lesson is A Question of Trust. First, I give you the outline, the summary of this chapter. This is a story about a robber whose name was Horace Denby. He was about 50 years old and was unmarried. He had hay fever. He used to make locks. His profession was to make locks. He used to break one safe every year in order to arrange money for his hobby of rare and expensive books. He had a hobby. He wanted to read rare and expensive books, and that's why, to fulfill his needs, he used to rob a safe every year. He would steal money once in a year for the books, and then he would purchase books of his choice. He chose a house at Shotover Grange for his next robbery. He studied the house, looking at its room, its wiring, its electrical supplies, everything. There was a jewelry of around 15,000 pounds in the safe of this house. He knew it. The money after the sale of these jewels would bring him enough money for his books. One day, he saw the servants going to movie and he planned to enter the house. With his tools, which was packed in a bag, and he had put that bag on his back, he entered into the house. But the flowers which was kept on the table gave him trouble, as he had allergy from the smell of these flowers. That's why he sneezed loudly. Then he put on his gloves and started working for robbery. When he was trying to break open the safe, another young lady appeared there. She said that she was the wife of the owner. She told him that her husband was away. Horace got frightened and started begging her pardon. He hated prison very much. He didn't want to go to prison. Finally, the two reached a deal. And what was the deal? The deal was that Horace would break open the safe and hand over the jewelry to the lady for the night party, and she would let him go. That's why Horace agreed and started his work, thinking that the lady was really the wife of the owner. So he removed his gloves and started opening the safe. Thus, his fingerprints were left all over the house. He made a promise to the lady that he will never rob again. But he handed over the jewelry to the young lady and went home. But after some days, he again started planning a robbery to fulfill his desire, as he wanted to buy rare and expensive books. But he couldn't implement his plan, as a policeman came and arrested him. His fingerprints were found all over the house, and his plea that he opened the safe for the lady of the house was not heeded by any other person, because actually the lady of the house was an old woman having grey hair and Horace Denby said that she was a young lady dressed in red. It was unheard in the court of law. That's why he was proved a criminal. The owner's wife was an old lady who said that he was a liar. So he was sent to the prison. Now Horace is assistant librarian in the prison. He often thinks of the sweet young lady in a red dress who played as owner's wife and tricked him. That's why he gets very angry when anyone talks about the honor among thieves, because it is said that there is an honor among thieves. A thief doesn't deceive another thief, and they pay proper respect to another thief. But the lady who belonged to the same profession deceived Horace Denby. That's why he is not ready to accept that there is the honor among thieves. In such way, he was sent to prison, and the lady who belonged to his own profession tricked him. This is the summary of the lesson. After that, I will read the text one by one. Thanking all of you. Have a nice day.